It's such a good time to be a gamer right now, especially a handheld gamer, because GPD is about to release the GPD Win Mini 2024 with the 120Hz VRR display. They're also updating the PS Vita PSP lookalike, the GPD Win 4, with that cool little push-up screen and keyboard. Also, with the 8000 series. And if that wasn't all, they've also got their own portable eGPU to boost your performance, your graphics performance, and expand the I/O massively with their GPD G1. It's a really fun time and exciting time to be a GPD owner right now. Let's get into it. I'm Blaze2K, and if you love handheld gaming as much as I do, consider stopping what you're doing right now, click the like, subscribe, and click the bell icon. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
So guys, obviously the GPD Win Mini 2024 has a special place in my heart because it has that keyboard function, which I like a lot. It's also got a trackpad, it's got recessed sticks, it's got a clamshell design, and if for those of you that used to love the old Game Boy Advanced SP, or the DS, or the 3DS, then I think this might appeal to you. And having a keyboard as well, you're getting those BlackBerry vibes, and it's obviously got the new 8000 series GPU, it's got a native landscape display, and it's got the icing on the cake of VRR support. And they've replaced the Oculink port with the USB-A. Some people are happy about that, some people are not happy about that. It just depends on whether you were planning on using this with a different eGPU, right? That wasn't USB-C, that has higher bandwidth and supports better graphics cards. But anyways, so it's now live on Indiegogo. We obviously went through this in our last video. It's pretty exciting. Lots of new I/O, obviously the keyboard, obviously the display is the big seller, and as well as the new 8000 CPU. And you could buy one, and the one I recommend if you were going to buy one would be the $999 one. 8840U with 32 gigs of RAM and a 2TB SSD. You won't have to worry about upgrading your SSD anytime soon because it has 2 terabytes already from the get-go. It does seem like a lot of money, $1,000. Some people are like, well, you can get a gaming laptop or build a gaming PC for $1,000. But can you take the gaming PC into a bathroom? No, you can't. You can, but you're going to look like a complete nut job. But anyways, yes, the GPD Win Mini is now on Indiegogo. The Indiegogos went live. It's exciting. You can get it now. Go check it out. At least you yourself check it out, right? The frame rates, the benchmarks are in. Obviously, pretty impressive. We're finally looking at playing Elden Ring. Medium settings, a 75 FPS, over 60. If you've played it on the Steam Deck, you'll know what it's like to play it at like 30 to 40 FPS, but 75? Now we're talking. So obviously that is exciting. Go check that out. Link down below. Obviously Victor's Corning Gorilla Glass display, flicker-free display, 500 nits, pretty nice. 60 to 120 Hz variable refresh rate. 10-point multi-touch. It's obviously a little bit chunky, but super portable because it is a clamshell. And I wouldn't be typing S's on this keyboard, but it's going to be handy nonetheless. Just navigating windows and renaming folders and all that sort of stuff you do, with a handheld when it comes to installing emulators and whatnot, right? But something else is interesting. Is the GPD Win 4, the new 8000 series of those. Now I've got to give GPD credit. They are very fast when it comes to pushing out a new revision of their handhelds, right? With a new APU in it. Obviously, the 8840U is the new generation, I should say, the new variant of the AMD Ryzen handheld gaming, portable gaming APUs, and it's exciting that they've upgraded this already. And I've seen a few comments from you guys on my last video saying, I saw this and I already ordered it. I had a GPD Win from last year that has a 7840U. I saw this one, I saw the USB-A port, I've already put down a pre-order. Let me know in the comments if you're one of those people. But I am very intrigued by both of these devices. I think this one with a slidey up display is absolutely fantastic. I don't believe you can angle it up, which sucks, but those PSP vibes. Let's just take a look at some of the images here. So obviously the screen goes down, use it like a normal handheld when you want to, and then when you want to slide it up and use the keyboard, you have that option too. I like this design. I really like the design, and I love the portability of it. I love how they're trying new form factors. I think that's the best thing we could ask for. They also support a 4G LTE. They've got an LTE module that you could attach to the back of it. That's pretty slick. And between these two, guys, if you love your keyboards and you love the convenience of having a keyboard, You will not go wrong with either of these. And like I said, GPD have been making handhelds before gaming handhelds were even popular, right? GPD is the OG when it comes to gaming handhelds. And I've got no problem recommending them. But what's also interesting, if you have a handheld, maybe not just a GPD, maybe if you have a Lenovo Legion Go that has a USB 4 or that supports eGPU support through the USB-C, Lenovo Legion Go, the MSI Claw, INEO devices or other GPD devices, you can actually bump up your graphics pretty heavily with the new GPD G1 for $729 on their AliExpress store. I think it's also on Indiegogo as well. You can probably get it for a little bit cheaper. But obviously, it's a very sleek external graphics amplifier. And what you do with this is you plug it into your USB-C port on your device, whether it's a GPD Win Mini, Lenovo Legion Go, and it should install the drivers and basically act as an external, proper, dedicated graphics card, right? You're also going to get some extra USB, some extra I/O, extra ports to do stuff with, like USB-A, DisplayPort, HDMI 2.1. It does need to be powered though separately, so you're going to have your handheld device in, sitting down, plugged into this thing, then plugged into the power. I believe this charges your device as well. So it makes for a good combination. And for those of you guys that watch my video on the 1X Player GPU, a few of you guys actually bought one of those and you're absolutely ecstatic with it. You know who you are. You've been talking to me in the comments. You've even popped into my live streams every now and again. And you really seem to like these eGPUs. So I will say this. I've not got an experience with these portable eGPUs, but from what I've heard and from what people have told me who've watched my videos and ended up buying one and then coming back, they seem to be fairly happy with them just because how portable they are and how much it improves the frame rate. It literally turns your gaming handheld into a fully fledged desktop gaming PC, just about, right? So that's pretty cool. So yeah, all three of them are available right now. GPD actually mentioned, and a lot of people were like, why did GPD not choose the new Intel Arc graphics, right? The Intel Core Ultra 7 155H. And I'll be honest with you guys, I mean, these benchmarks speak for themselves. The Ryzen just kicks the living crap out of them. I mean, granted, okay, there's a few of you I saw in the comments in my last couple of videos that are like, well, Blaze, no handheld was perfect when it first came out. The AMD APUs were not perfect when they first came out. You're right. And Intel has a chance to maybe improve them through drivers updates. I'm hoping and praying that's the case, because right now, at the price they're asking, $750 to $799 for basically what looks like a ROG Ally with a lower end, with a more power hungry APU with less performance than the current AMD APUs. It's a tough sell, it really is. But some of you love that MSI Claw. I can't blame you. It's nice, and it's nice that we've got a competitor now to AMD. We're going to have Intel as well as an option, so that's cool. But here, basically, GPD explained why. He says, why choose the 8840U and not the 155H? Sorry. Some players have asked us why we don't go for the Intel 155H. We found an article about the comparison. The AMD claims such a big lead is a little surprising. In terms of gaming performance, the 15 watt to 20 watt 8840U can match the performance of the 28 watt 155H. God, Intel's names. Although Intel's new Arc integrated graphics have up to 1024 stream processors and can have a higher TDP, they don't offer any advantage when it comes to portable handheld devices. So AMD are still more energy efficient. You're getting better performance at 15 watts on the AMD 8840U than you get on the 28 watts that the Intel Arc APU graphics support. So that is a pretty damning benchmark, pretty damning report. Obviously, productivity, the new Intel Arc graphics are just trailing behind the new AMD generation. It's a little bit sad, but like I said, don't give up on Intel. Don't give up on Intel. Intel's going to come back. This is Intel's first entry into handheld gaming. For the most, I mean, they've been doing handheld gaming before. Okay, a few of you guys corrected me on that. But this is their first foray into like this new generation of handheld gaming, desktop mini desktop gaming PCs or handheld gaming PCs. So, you know, it's their first foray, new architecture and all that. So obviously, I'm not going to be too hard on them. I'm excited about the future of Intel Arc graphics. I'm excited to see them really push the boundaries of what they can do and compete with AMD and bring it to AMD. But right now, it's just not looking great as far as the benchmarks are concerned, both across gaming and productivity. So there you go. That's why they chose AMD again, and I'm glad they did. So there we go, guys. GPD are putting out some bangers as far as handhelds are concerned. They've explained why they went with AMD again, pretty much because AMD is more energy efficient at lower TDPs and gets better performance, frankly, than Intel, even if Intel APUs are running at 28 watts, which is going to destroy the battery. And obviously they've got two brilliant little handhelds here. I would love to have my hands on one of these. I've always admired them. I used to have a GPD. I had one of the original GPD wins years and years ago. I think you can see an unboxing on my channel from years ago. I tried it. I ended up returning it just because I wasn't too fond of the performance back then. But that was back then. These are like night and day compared to the one I used to have. And I used to have a GPD XD as well that ran on Android. So I'm familiar with this form factor, and I like it. I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, because your comments and your opinion is the one that matters. And I'd just love to see what you say, because I love when a community comes together, especially in videos like this. I know I'm no one special, but please consider liking, subscribing, clicking the bell icon, because if we could foster a community around handheld gaming and just gaming in general and tech and all that sort of stuff here, and just get discussions going, you know, let these companies know what we want and what we expect of them and just what we're excited about, they'll be more driven more than ever to just give us something awesome. So I'm rambling at this point, but have a great day. Listen, take care. It's Friday tomorrow. It's the weekend, almost. Have a great weekend. God bless you. Stay safe out there. And let's get hyped up for handheld gaming. All right? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.